What my life was like at Palm Beach Recovery Center before I came was extremely chaotic. My journey started in 2016. Palm Beach Recovery Center was not the first detox center that I had been to, but there was definitely something special about it. I didn't know that I was an alcoholic. My journey started with an anxiety disorder, and I was self-medicating. I had been tired of being on medications for so long, and I just decided to take it into my own hands, and I had no idea that it was going to do what it did to me, and it was a journey. And when I fell, again, Palm Beach Recovery Center was where I went, and that's where the pieces got picked back up, and I started to slowly understand this disease a little bit more. It definitely helped me to understand why this disease is so cunning, baffling, and powerful, and why I was continuing to pick up and use. So it's definitely saved my life. Being there was a really great experience. What made me decide to seek help and treatment was that I got to a really dark place. I got to a place where all I was doing was sleeping and crying. I felt like I didn't want to live anymore. I had had some time, I had had some recovery, and when I fell again, the shame and the guilt was so big that I think I went full force in my addiction, and it really almost took me out. And I knew that if I wanted to make changes, I had to put some action behind it, and I had to be willing to make a change, so I did. What Palm Beach Recovery Center helped me with the most while I was in treatment was really learning how to love myself. That was something that was really lacking, and when I got there, the facilitators and the community and the staff, they were just so loving, and they just pour it into you. And that was something that I needed, and as I went through my journey there, every day got a little bit better and a little bit better, and as they loved me, I started to learn to love myself more, and that was really important on my journey. It's helped me to understand my behaviors, my reactions. You know, we did a lot of internal work, and externally we can look one way and be one way, but it's how we are internally. And I felt like we did a lot of internal work that I was able to see a lot of my character defects, and because of that, I was able to mend and change a lot of relationships around me because I'm changing, and they're watching that change through me, which is then changing everything else around me, which is a beautiful thing. The quality of my life since I've completed treatment has dramatically increased. I mean, I have better relationships with my children and my family. My clients are coming back. People aren't as afraid. I'm sleeping much better. I feel more grounded and more present, and that is different for me, but yet one of the most important things you can do in recovery is just to be present. If I didn't go to Palm Beach Recovery Center, I probably would not have gotten that golden nugget that I needed to help me to understand my disease of alcoholism. And because this disease is so cunning, baffling, and powerful, I can't predict, but I would say that I would probably still be out there if I was lucky enough to still be alive. The best lesson that I probably learned at Palm Beach Recovery Center is the gift of vulnerability. Being vulnerable is really important, especially with this disease, and it's something that I've always struggled with. When you're in a community with that many people and you're that close with that many people, you really have nowhere to go but out. And to show that vulnerability and to be able to work through that with others that also struggle with that was a beautiful thing. The advice that I would give to someone who is uncertain about going to treatment is that I would say I understand exactly where they're at. I understand that they're afraid. It's very scary. But the hole that you're in is even scarier. And if you can climb out and just get a little bit of light, it makes a world of difference. And it's worth it. You're worth it. Recovery's worth it. Being sober is worth it.